Hey guys, y'all come on in. Say hey. Whew. I'm tired. All right, y'all come in. Say hey. I'm back a little farther just so I can be able to see y'all, or y'all can be able to see this. So y'all say hey when you come in. You know it's warm in here. I might turn on the air conditioner. So what have y'all been up to today? I put on shorts. Y'all get to see my bird legs today. Y'all hold on a minute. Let me. I already put this fan over here. I'll turn on my AC. All right, let's see how that does. See if we can feel it a little bit. Do we have any friends? Because I can barely see it there, y'all. Brittany's here. Charlotte's here. Y'all come in. I don't know how messy this is going to be. So, I'm not in the house. I am in the shop. So, y'all, it might have just a little echo, but it'll be okay. We'll be all right. Can y'all see okay? Is it kind of dark? I can open the door if we need to, but then that defeats my air conditioner. All right, so we're going to get going. Blue and white one. So this is the thing. The blue that I've got is too blue. I don't want it that blue. I want it a darker blue than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little black with that blue. Hey, thank you, Chesney, for sprinkling. All right, I'll be right back. Let me do one thing, and then I'm all y'all's. I just thought about a way I could do something that I could get closer. Look at that. Is that more better? All right. Oh, yeah, that's better. Y'all can see that a little better. All right, so I'm gonna get my plate and turn my volume down. There we go. All right. I hope y'all can see. I can see on here, so y'all sprinkle us out. And I'm gonna turn my board around because I want this to be the top. I don't think it'll matter, but there's a little place on my piece of wood right there that I can get sanded out. Thank you for sprinkling. All right, let's mix this up some paint. We're gonna have to mix a lot, so you would know that I want to get one comment. Today's going to be one of them days. Oh, I know why. It stinks. There we go. Now I can get comments. If you have an iPad and you're using that to watch your lives and you're not able to see comments, you have to have it in landscape mode to be able to see comments. And I had mine horizontal. Hey Sherry, how are you? Let me grab a paintbrush from over here, guys. Not you. Can y'all hear me okay? Well, hello, Miss Pam. What you building? We're fixing to make a very large nativity to go in my dining room. Y'all, it's so pretty. I got camels and donkeys and sheeps and all the things, so it's going to be so pretty. But we're going to do a navy / black. It's going to be a real dark navy. and that'll help it coat a little better too. So that's what we're going to attempt anyway. And then our little peoples are going to be white. Hey, Miss Wanda, how are you? Hey, Fatima, and Miss Robin, and Anna. All my friends are here. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate that. I'm being streamed into the Crafting Network. We can stay on as long as we want. We don't have a time limit. But my friend Jen is streaming me in over at the Crafting Network, so y'all make sure to go over there. I'll be going live a little bit from over there. At the beginning of the year, I'm not going to do quite as many groups, events. I'm going to just go live more on my page, so that's what we are fixing to see. And it's not that I don't enjoy groups, it's just I just want to be able to spend a little bit more time. And boy, that was icky. Hold on a minute. We got a... See, I didn't bring any water out with me. It looked like a paint blob. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it already fell off. But like I say, I enjoy groups sometimes, but I miss going live and being able to just spend my time doing what I want to do. We're going to do one coat of this. It'll take 2 coats. We're going to do it a real dark coat, and then we'll probably come back and make it a little bit lighter too. I started to go ahead and do this, and I thought, well, no, that's part of the darn fun. But I had a picture in my dining room. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm doing. I had a picture in my dining room, and I have never liked the picture. Have y'all ever hung something on the wall that just covered a blank spot? That's what I did. I covered a blank spot. And I never really liked that picture. It was a cheap picture. I mean, it didn't cost much, but you know, when we moved into our house, we had a big old budget. And, you know, we had to stay in budget, and where we moved from was a lot smaller than where we are now, so we needed some stuff. And so I found those pictures, and it's a 24 by 36 picture, but it covered the wall. You know, it didn't leave that void on the wall. I don't mind a blank wall, but I don't want all my walls to be blank, if that makes sense. And so I've never liked the picture. It's kind of I'll show it to you because I pulled it all out of the frame yesterday. Because I told Wesley, I said, if I can use that frame, I'm going to cut something to go in that frame. And so I sat here and I scrolled Pinterest and I scrolled Pinterest, day before yesterday. I scrolled Pinterest, could not find anything. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, ooh, what about a nativity? That would look awesome. I can't put the glass in it, but I'm not upset with that because I think glass kind of gives stuff like that a glare. So we're going to use the frame, and I will probably before next year build a frame for my sign if I love it. If I don't, then I'll just sell it, but I will build it a frame. But for this year, I'm going to utilize the frame we got and just see how it looks. It's stained, but I think with the white people, I don't think it'll be bad. I was glad that everybody decided they didn't want stained people because I was afraid the stains would clash. And if y'all have never used these little foam rollers, y'all, they are awesome. Especially for big projects and things like this, they work amazing. So who's already bought all their stuff for Thanksgiving? Hey Sparky, hey Dixie. How big is the board? It is 24 by 36. It's 24-36. So it's big. She's a big one. You're you're going to have to get some little rollers. You will love them. I do. And you can buy the little replacements, so you can wrap those up in press and seal, pull them off, and put a spare on it. I got a Ziploc bag full of little spare rollers, and then if like the blue one I didn't have on a roller, so I just pulled one off of another one and used it. That way you don't have to have so many of the handles. You can just have the little rollers. I guess you could have a handle for all of them, but I'm not going to spend the extra money. Okay, I got to stand up. I think I got it where it won't chop my head off. Hey, Miss Judy, how are you? You sent me over the Niagara Falls. Pam, I appreciate that. I have never been to Niagara Falls. I have always wanted to go. I have never got to go. My mom and daddy went after I'd already left home, so I didn't get to do that trip. I got to go lots of other places, but I didn't get to go there. They said it was gorgeous, though. Who's been to the Niagara Falls before? Anybody? As much as Pam sends me over, she better say she has. We are well. We are doing fantabulous. You have all your Thanksgiving and Christmas food bought. Oh my goodness. Well, Wanda, we're going to call you the overachiever of the day. We always got to have one, right? Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Michelle. You've been but years ago. I would love to go. One of these days, we'll put in, she's on the bucket list, so maybe one day. You know, we went to New York. I always wanted to go to New York. And we went to the city. I'm sure that you got, which we stayed in New Jersey. And we would go to the city every day. And it wasn't what I expected. I don't know what I expected. But it wasn't what I expected. And I was so extremely tired, y'all. Did I ever tell y'all that story? Oh my gosh. Well, when we went to New York, when my son was in high school band, I was president of the Booster Club. And the band had chaperones. And so the band every 2 years would take a trip. They would sell band fruit. They would get fruit and sell it during the holidays, and the company would send the fruit to the school, and the kids would deliver it after they sold it. And so anyway, they got to earn money, and then it would cost, just a little bit for them to go more. And the ones of them that were like jam up sellers didn't have to pay anything. And so we got to go on that trip. And when they said, "Hey, can you go?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can go, no doubt." But we had like a jam-packed schedule. We got to see so many shows and things. And we went to Phantom of the Opera. Anybody been to the Phantom of the Opera in New York? You're having Thanksgiving on Saturday, so you got everything but one thing. Well, I'm having Thanksgiving on Thursday and Friday, so you missed band fruit. I know, man, that was some good stuff. But anyway, so our show, this was maybe like the third show we'd been to, because we were there for a while. I mean, it was an awesome trip, don't get me wrong. Other than our bus broke down. One of the buses, we had two, one broke down. So we had to pile everybody on one bus, which was probably highly illegal. They didn't ask me though. When I was head of chaperones, but when they said pile them on one bus, I'm like, come on, somebody find a lap to sit in. Anyway, I told Wesley before we left to go there, I told him, I said, I hope I can stay awake. I am so tired. And he's like, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Well, it starts, and I turn around as soon as the lights went out. I turn around and start looking at all the kids. I mean, I don't even know why we went because they were all like, and next thing you know, I was too. I was not able to stay awake. And so, I got one, yes. I'm going to grab my dryer while I'm talking. And so, I was really snoozing, I guess. And all of a sudden, y'all, you know, at one point, I really couldn't tell you much about it because I slept through the majority of it. The one thing I remember is a piano crashed and hit the ground in the theater, and I screamed so loud. But I was asleep. It scared the bejeez out of me. I was like, oh, God, I thought something had got me. Oh. Well, I got a hairdryer, but I don't have a plug because all my cords are being utilized. So, we're going to unplug something. I was so embarrassed. I told Wesley, I said, I'm leaving. He says, no, you're not. You ain't going out there by yourself. We're in New York. And I'm like, oh, gosh. All right, here we go. We got a dryer. We might. Oh, our phone's 100%. We good now. And my little dryer here is about dead, but I wasn't snoring. I was so asleep that when that piano hit the ground, and I mean literally something crashed to the ground in the theater. And whenever I opened my eyes, I don't know where it came from because my eyes were closed when that part happened. But whenever I woke up, whenever I opened my eyes after I screamed, there was a piano laying on the ground down at the front of the stage. Creative Corner with KK is new. Welcome. I'm not in my normal spot today, so pardon the little echo and sorry dryer and all the things, and the bad lighting. If y'all can't see, I'll open the door. It'll put some light behind me maybe. But the best show that we saw when we were in New York was Stomp. They did music, but they stomped, and that's how that was the music, was the stomping. And it sounds like it would be highly aggravating, but y'all, it was the best show we saw. It really was. I loved it. Hey, Alicia and Melinda, I'm missing everybody. No worry, that comes with being a creator. Yeah, well, like I say, I'm normally in my spot, but I don't have enough room on my spot on my table because I'm a messy crafter. I got too much stuff on my regular table, so I had to come to the shop to do this. So I don't have the best lighting. We got the lights, we just ain't got them put up. So hopefully soon we'll have it all taken care of. There's Miss Lori Payne. Welcome in, girl. Let's scroll back and see who I missed. There's Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Tina. We're having things. So I read that one. You haven't been there, but you're a good crier. I don't even know what it was. I saw none of it. None of it. Like I say, I was like, hey, Miss Bonnie. I missed so many of y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all probably think I'm mad at you. Stomp is one for... Oh, my gosh. They were. Like I say, that was by far my favorite. But, you know, I used to be an insurance agent. And so going to New York City was a rude awakening because they crash up there. They back up if their car will go and they take off. They don't stop and wait for the police, y'all. Because first time I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, they are relieving the scene of an accident. I'm trying to get a tag number and stuff. And they're like, our little tour person's like, don't worry about that because they don't do that here. And then as we started driving around, I was like, the gas stations have car repair places with them. They're like, yep. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, it seems like we're drying for a really long time, but our dryer's not the greatest. Plus, we got a lot of real estate here to cover. And y'all can see where it's still damp with the light. Y'all see that on the, yeah, it's a, you saw them in Boston. Yeah, like I said, we were in New York. But the one thing that I was disappointed about is that somehow or another something got messed up with our NBC tour. And so we didn't get to tour NBC. We showed up, but we didn't get to tour it. And then when we were outside, all those kids had talked about is meeting the weatherman. I'm not going to call his name, but y'all know who he was. It might still be. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. But they were, when they didn't get to meet him for going inside, they were hollering for him to come over where they were, and he told them to shut up. I was like, oh no. You don't talk to kids that way. But needless to say, they were all ready to go. So, that didn't hurt my feelings. We went and got breakfast. I was hungry. Hey, SJ, how are you? There's Miss Robin and Miss Debbie McGraw. Welcome in, ladies. We are doing an extremely large nativity. I'm going to put the coat on this one. And then we're going to just set it to the side and we're going to work on the people. Because we got a lot of people to go on it. Well, people and animals. Alright, but I am going to add just a little bit more black to it because I want it to be dark. And the reason I want it to be darker, y'all, excuse me, is because I don't think that lighter blue would go in my dining room because my cushions and stuff in my chair are black in my dining room chairs, so I'm afraid that it will the blue, that lighter blue will clash, so I wanted to do a really dark. Did you say that it is 24 by 36? Yes, ma'am. It's 24 high and 36 wide. Alrighty. So let's start again. Here we go. You wanted to paint a great big picture for the wild girl. You know what? I love to paint stuff for the house because, you know what? One day, it's going to be a long time because y'all know I'm only 35. But one day, I think that somebody, you know what? Our kids and relatives might not want any of it. They might give it all to the Goodwill or the thrift stores. But you know what? My hope is that if I go before my whole family, is that they'll at least treasure something that I did. So, and I enjoy it. I would rather paint something or craft something myself and put on my walls than to do something, buy a bunch of stuff from the stores. And the reason why, and not that the stuff in the stores isn't good, it is, but everybody's got something just like you. That's the reason I enjoy the tiered tray group so much, is nobody's got one just like anybody else's, because even though they may have the same little pieces, nobody's going to paint it the same. So that's what makes that so special. We're doing box reveal over there tonight. We had 3 themes this month. We had Nativity for one, Angels for the other, and for the people that wanted to do something totally different, we did a kitchen thing. So we had 3 boxes. I might come on and show y'all after I show them. But they're all so cute. think that's, well, it's still wet, but I think that that's going to be a good bit darker and be good. I thought maybe I would lighten it up, but you got yours yesterday. Dixie, you got the Nativity, didn't you? I think you did. It's so hard to remember what everybody got. And keep them when you're doing something, especially something, even with little signs, I like to do this, but especially when you're painting something big like this, keeping all of your strokes going the same way. It's kind of like when you're painting your walls in your house. If you go this way and then that way and this way, you're going to see those lines in the paint. And it's kind of the same way when you do something like this. You'll see it, you'll notice the difference in the places where you made long strokes like I'm doing now, and where you did the little like that. And you can do that, but just come back over it and do the long from top to bottoms. So who's traveling for Thanksgiving? I'm doing, okay, I thought you did. I think everybody's got them now. When I looked, we only had 2 out, so that's the reason I went ahead and scheduled box reveal for tonight. But Thursday we're going to be home, and then Friday we are having Friendsgiving. We're going to join our friends for Thanksgiving. They invited us, and we love them like family, so I don't know that you really even call it friends. It's extended family. The family you got to choose, not the family you got stuck with, right? Sometimes that's the best family, isn't it? Oh my gosh. You're taking notes for when you do one. Well, I can't wait to see it. If you do one, Pam, though, you got to post pictures over in the Crafting and More Facebook page, group, Crafting and More group. That's my little private, I don't think it's even private, I think it's a public group. But it's my sharing group where I share to like lives and stuff like that. Camera makes it look bigger, you guess. It might. Well, I'll show it to you. Probably I'm going to let it dry because after I get all of the little people painted, I will show you what it looks like. But then I'm going to take it outside and clear coat this before I put the people on. And I'll explain that too. I'm giving y'all education today. If you will spray your back piece, especially something big like this, before you put your people and your words and stuff on, you don't get that overspray look where around some of your letters has too much clear coat and some don't have enough. So I'll do this, and then I will do the people, and then I'll glue the people down, and I won't have to spray it again. Let's do it that way. I'm gonna get that part right there because I missed it a minute ago. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so we got a big star. So we got little stars that I was going to paint white like the rest of it. So what do y'all think about painting the big star gold? What do y'all think about that? love gold stars. Should we do, well, this was my thought, is to do the big star gold, just by itself gold. But then I got two different kinds of little stars because all stars don't look alike, right? And I thought, how cute would that be to do those white, but then put like little gold accent on them. All right, let's make sure we got it all. Make sure we don't see any places that need. And I'm going to tell y'all something I did that you don't want to do. Is you see the end of that? How it's got all that paint gobbed up on it? That's what's coming off and it's getting onto my board, so I'm having to go and roll lightly over it. I mean, it's manageable, but you can also wash these little rollers. So when I get through with this one, I'll take it outside with the hose and I'll wash it. And then I will let it dry, air dry, and then I'll just use it for my blue again. So, all right, so I'm gonna set this over here, get it out of our way because we're gonna need our space. And I'm gonna take this big old board. I mean, y'all see how wide my arms are. And I'm going to get over to here and hopefully it'll stay. How wide is my roller? And it is a foam roller, and I want to say it is, hold on, I got a pack of them right here. That's the good thing about being out here is I can grab. Well, this one's a little different. I think that one that I got is just a little bit smaller. This one's 3 inches. I want to say the one that I was using is 2.5 inches. But this one, these I got at Hobby Lobby, and the one over there that I was using came from Walmart. The Hobby Lobby ones are a little rounder and they're a little bit longer, but these are 3 inches, and that one I was using is 2.5 inches. You can buy the 4-inch size one, but I'm not a fan of the 4-inch size ones because, hold on a second, let me put this in here so it don't dry out in case we need to use it. Because most of the time I don't do signs this big. For this sign it would be really good, but for most signs, they're not this big, and the 4-inch is just over. It don't really help you at all. All right, we got another plate. I was smart, wasn't I? And we're just going to use our tables. And I just take tape, and I got the sticky side up, and I fold the corners under, but you don't stick them together like I just did. And just stick it down to your paper. And if you want, you can put a piece of tape over the ends. I usually don't because it wastes tape, I think. Second coat of blue, she's going to, yep, I'm gonna paint some of the people. I did the second coat, and we're gonna paint some people, and then we'll look, and if we need a third coat, we will do the third coat. But adding the black to the blue, I think is going to be the trick. I don't think we will, I hope we don't need another coat. We might, but I hope not. Okay, so we have camels. Who came in on the camels, y'all? Y'all were like, we don't need education. And we have another camel because there was 3 of them. And then we have the little shepherd boy. He's got his little, hey, for team, well, for team, what was that? Oh, a cat, I think. Okay, and here are his little sheep, lambs. We got a little lamb. We got 2 little sheep. And we got our star. We can put it down here because I think it's going to be gold. We have a standing up donkey. And then we have a laying down donkey. And then we have angels, and I'm going to put gold on their wings, just because I thought it would look cute. And did y'all tell me who came in on the camels? The little wise men. There's our 3 wise men. Here is our stable. And there's Mr. Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus in the manger. And we got the stars and the words. We're going to paint this and then we'll do the other ones. Missing some people. I see comments up there. I don't see down here. Hey, Debbie Fortenberry, how are you doing? There's Cheryl and Miss Julie's here. It's not showing me, everybody. They're being bad today. You won't? Do I sell pieces? Yeah, I can. I hadn't put them on because, like I say, I was just doing this for mine. But no, I'll definitely sell the pieces. It'd probably be better for you to buy your big board. Because it'd be extremely expensive to ship that, but I would sell the people kit, yeah. Just message me. Because it's got words. We're going to put Oh Holy Night on it, and we got our stars. Alright, let's see. Man, it always dries up. We're going to try, y'all heard try, to use the roller to do our people. And I'll show y'all a little trick of that. I'm going to sit down again. Y'all, my back's killing me today. I don't know what I did. I woke up yesterday, my back kind of was like, and man, today, whew. All right, so I'm just barely dipping into the paint, and then I'm rolling it into the plate. And what I'm doing is making the little foam roller absorb that. And so that is what I'm doing because I don't want a lot of paint on it. And I'm going to start at the top. After I wrecked my Nativity over here. I'm going to start at the top. And I always tell people at paint parties this, because when you lean forward, you know what happens. So if you start at the top and come down, that don't happen. So we're going to and you can also, I brought this if I didn't like the roller, but I'm going to try and get the roller to work. Let's see. I just don't want it to get a lot of, and you don't want a lot of paint on your dauber, roller, whatever you use, because if you do, what happens is it runs down over the side of your pieces. And let me show you. That's a burnt edge. It's going to absorb the paint. So when you see somebody online and they're trying to paint that and they keep having to put 1,033 coats of paint on that, that's why you're not supposed to paint that. It's burnt. It's going to keep absorbing that paint and absorbing that paint and absorbing that paint until you go crazy trying to get it covered. So just try and not get it along the edges. That's the reason you see me. I'm going to move that because it's kind of getting, there we go. All right, that's better. I'm afraid it's going to fall. That's why you see me start in the middle of pieces and go outwards, because if you start on the back and roll in, or start at the bottom and roll up, you're going to get paint all over the edges. She's painting in the garage as she started on the front porch. I got the roller. It would be about the right size, Melanie. If I went out there right now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. You know, Mr. White likes to throw me under the bus all the time. But I will give y'all, he's not here so I can talk about him. Maybe he's not on. Mr. White is a perfectionist. Anybody married to one of those? Which I like things right, don't get me wrong. But he likes things to a different level of right. And if I went out there right now and painted that porch, I would hear about how that paint was probably not going to adhere well because it should have been washed prior to painting it. Well, if you wash it, then you just gotta let that stuff dry, and then you get, then you all over, you know, another week trying to get something done, and then it'll rain, and it's a vicious cycle. I should have never started. I should have just pulled all the stuff off the porch, put some new stuff. I keep telling him I'm gonna do vinyl, so that's what I need to do is just pull what's out there down and put up the vinyl. But I'm not. You're in trouble and you're not even here. Melanie, where are you? You're not here? I knew things were quiet. And y'all say a little prayer. Our Lori M that's normally in with us, I haven't seen her today. I don't know if she's here or not, but her dad's back in the hospital. I don't know if they've released him or not, but he wasn't doing well, and her mama's having lots of issues, so she's trying to care for them. So just keep her in your prayers. She's having a tough time. It's hard enough with one sick, but when you have both of them sick at the same time, that's just hard trying to be in two places to care for two people. So just keep her in your prayers. As y'all know, she's always on here stirring some kind of trouble. We kind of miss her when she's not here. She'll watch the comment. She'll watch the replay and catch that. Let's get a little bit more paint. So sweet. So sweet. So who's got big plans for the weekend? It's only Wednesday, but I already know I got 0 plans. Mr. White's working this weekend, but he's off next week. I'm so glad. Thank you, Miss Melanie. I think you had already seen it, so. What's your weather like? It's hot, Pam. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees today, I think. It's already pretty warm because I walked Zoe before I came out here, and man, I was like, good grief, because I had on my jogging pants, hence the 3/4 length sleeves. Because when I went out this morning, it was cold. It was like 40 degrees. And yes, that's cold. I live in South Carolina, y'all. We don't have cold weather like that too often. And so I went and took Zoe out, and I was like, good grief, where'd this come from? It's hot. And so I went and put on some shorts and took off my fuzzy socks. See, most of the time I stay sitting, and y'all don't know what I got on. Oh, gosh. But hey, when you're standing up, everybody's like, I see what you're doing. I tell them myself. Most of the time I got on a pair of fuzzy socks, and if I do have on shoes, I probably got on Crocs. And some people don't like Crocs. I bought me a new pair of Crocs because mine were so slick on the bottom. I about busted it on the floor in here. The bottoms were wet, and I came in, I was like, woo! And we're yapping on your hubs. Uh-oh, I'll have to go and watch and see what y'all were saying. And so I got me a new pair, but I was on TikTok shop, and they had Mary Jane Crocs. And I don't know, I love little Mary Janes. I think they're cute. And so I bought them, and I got one friend that loves them and wants a pair. They keep being out of stock of the color. She wants the tan ones. I got black. And but my other friend said that they were the ugliest thing she'd seen. I'm like, no, don't say that. She's like, I do not like those. I'm like, wow. Your husband has big birthday set. Your handsome husband had. Don't tell everybody that. Everybody be over there trying to get him, girl. You're so pretty, all dressed. Well, in black. A lot of people don't like to wear black, but y'all, I love black. Black goes with everything. I got a lot of black clothes, and I actually am doing closet clean outs and all that stuff too, so I'm in my closet. Send help. Send help. Where I worked in the office for so long, I got so many clothes, and y'all, there's some of them that are way too big, I can't wear, and some that are still way too small, I can't wear. So I'm like, some of this stuff's got to go. When you got too many clothes, it'll drive you crazy. And I got too many, like I say. But I'm not getting rid of too many of my clothes, work clothes, because I'm most likely going back to work at the first of the year, so sadly. They'd be cute in tiny foot size like yours. Waiting more in the passing of his youth. Oh no. Well, tell him to do like me. Y'all, once you get a certain age, stop. Be happy where you are. And if you got too far and you're not happy about how far you went, just come back. We'll welcome you back. Just like this year, Mr. White. He told me he was just an old man now. I said, you don't have to be. I said, I can roll you back to 40 quick, fast, and in a hurry. I said, I went all the way back to 35. I've been there for a few years now. He says, you crazy. I said, wow, nothing like your husband telling you you're crazy. All kinds of Christmas stuff that I need to get done. We need just a little bit more paint. We might have to put a little second coat on some of this, but I think all in all, we've done pretty good getting it covered up. Exactly, he's not happy. It happens to us, but he's truly suffering. Oh my goodness. Truly suffering. Well, I worked with a man one time, and after he said this to me, I never liked him again. When I did turn 40, once upon a time, you know, I'm not there anymore, but once upon a time I did turn 40, and he told me, he says, sure flies when you turn 40, and he didn't lie. So every year he would remind me how old I was, and so one year I told him, I said that it would be incorrect. I have quit aging, and I actually have turned back time. You know, there is a song that's Turn Back Time, and I did. And somebody told me on the live one time, they're like, you should embrace how old you are. And I do. I love to joke and have fun. I know exactly how old I am. Believe me, I know. But if I want to be 35, I can be 35. It's okay. Y'all don't have to be 35. But you will, go back to feeling as good as I do. And well, I don't know, I talked about how bad my back hurt. My back feels 90 today. All right, I'm not gonna paint that one. I'm gonna do it King's Gold, I think. All right, I'm gonna put the paintbrush down for a little bit because y'all know me, I keep going and oh, I got another plate. Hold on. I told y'all this is the beauty of being in the shop. This is the reason I gotta get all my stuff incentive. But Miss Mary's got something on her hand. There, I got it. I think it was a little bubble of paint. Hey, Marsha. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, girl. I got to do something. This year, the handmade business has not been the best. So, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And the mister tells me don't worry about it, but I like to, I'm a contributor. Is this going to be in your shop? Is what going to be in? Oh, this. I put the board in there too, but I will put them separate. I'll put the board with the pieces, and then I'll just put the pieces. It'd probably be better just to buy the pieces and make your own board, because it will be expensive to ship the big board because of the size. Because once a package gets so big, they charge me $4 more than what it normally costs to ship it because of it being oversized. And then when it gets a size bigger than that, then they start charging me even more. So, it could cost $20 or more to mail something that big. So, and that's just shipping. But the little people, they could ship in a box and it wouldn't be that much for shipping. So, but yeah, I'll get them put in the shop. I didn't know that anybody would be interested. I have an oval door hanger that's got some of these pieces, and some of them are different. But it's called a Nativity oval door hanger. If you go to whitescreativedesigns.com, it's already in my shop. So. But I will put this one too. And if y'all would rather have the animals on the other one, the people and the animals on the other one, I can just put them in the shop too, and not the oval. So, all right, let's give just one more little roll over. And then we're going to pull this up and we're going to do our letters and our stars. I love that big camel, y'all. He is so cute. And then our little sitting down camels, they're the lazy ones. They like me, they being lazy today. You just saw the earrings going to have to order this. Pieces. Oh, the Nativity earrings. I did those last year. I got on the angels. I don't know if you saw the angels. I don't know if I got those in my shop or not. I don't post a lot of earrings. Most of the time, if I've got earrings, I will just post them on my page. I think I had some turkeys. I didn't ever get posted. But I think I do have some angels painted. So let you know the star needs some. Oh, it's gonna have metallic paint and glitter, girl. You know me. Everything's gonna have some glitter. All right, so let's pull some of these up. And our little angels, I'm probably going to put some gold on her wings and probably on her little trumpets. And I may even do some gold on his hay. I don't know. Do we want to do that and make the gold, or just make the star the center of the gold? What do y'all think? Put gold on some of the other little things like the hay around him and the angels, or just leave them white and only do gold on the star? Now tell me, give me your thoughts. And then we have, whoop! Y'all didn't see that. It didn't break, it just got gold paint on it. Oh, holy night. Y'all want me to tell y'all what that is? That's nothing gross. That's a ladybug wing. Have y'all been invaded by ladybugs? Ugh. They are straight from the devil. Lord have mercy, them things. They will get into anything. Okay, and we have 2 stars, and I'm going to paint them all. I don't think we'll need them all, but we have one that's just like a little straight kind of twinkle star, and this one is more of a pointy star. So, and when you put something like that on that's fragile, like the little points on those stars, put them half on your tape and half off, because if you put them all the way on the tape, when you pull them up, there's a large likelihood that it will break. And like I say, all of these stars, we won't go on it. It'll be way over too many, so we'll figure out how many it needs, and that's how many we'll put in the kit. But I'm going to paint them all just in case and see what we need. Because I had them all laid out, but I had some extras, and I said, well, I don't remember what I had, so I'm going to just throw them all in. Ladybug beetles. Oh, and stink bugs. My friend that lives at the lake, she said they got stink bugs everywhere. I'm like, oh, we keep those things. I don't want any stink bugs. Couple of these up so they're not so close to our star. I don't want to get white paint on my star. All right. Woo! I'm glad I turned around. Y'all look. Y'all would have had to call the Coast Guard. Call the Coast Guard and tell them we have a crafter down. You love the animals. I do too. Like I say, the one that I've got, my oval, it doesn't have all the camels and it doesn't have the donkeys. And it's got one angel, and the wise men are different on it. And the stable and baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph are all a little bit different too. But it's really cute. It was been super popular over the years. So... and people have painted it all different kind of ways. It's just one of those that looks good. I've had people paint it anywhere from white to blue to black. So like I say, it's just personal preference. Will you still do crafting if you go to work? It depends on where I go and my hours and stuff, but I want to, and I will probably still do some handmade stuff on the side, just because I do have, big old commercial lasers, so I don't want to just not let it sit and do nothing. So I'll probably still do some, but it's at this moment, I'm not saying it won't ever be again, but at this moment, it's not enough I'm not doing enough to warrant it being a full-time job anymore. So... and that's sad to me, but I get it. I understand. I have enjoyed it and enjoyed being live and doing all the things. But you gotta do what you gotta do. your kids name the stink bugs and say, no. Oh no, they can give them names, Shanna. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. So they named the stink bugs. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine some of the names. Mom, Henry's in the house. That's funny. I'm going to do that next time. We don't really get stink bugs in the house. We get ladybugs in the house. But our camper, we can open the door to the camper and they'll be like wedged in along where the little rubber seal is on that. And of course they fly right in. So next time we get in the camper and one's in the camper, I'm gonna say, Henry, get out of here, and see what Wesley says. And be like, we're gonna go ahead and call for you, girl. But it won't be the Coast Guard, it'll be the loony bin probably. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm not giving up, girl. Like I say, you know that when you have more bad months than you have good months sales-wise, then you have to decide and make decisions and make choices. And you know, I've never been one to sit around and my house. Like I say, I'm the cleaning out closets now. I hadn't painted a porch. I hadn't done that, but I'm down to cleaning out closets now, so I've about exhausted everything, so it's time to find something to do. And I still have my groups, my little tier tray group and stuff, and I will continue that as long as we have some people, you know, in it. It has shrunk too, so... But we'll see. Like I say, my prayer is that our economy can take a turn and be to a good point again. And I'm not talking politics, so please don't. But I mean, Ray Charles can see that the economy is just not in the best kind of place. But it hadn't been for a whole long time either. So, like I say, I'm not doing anything political, believe me. Politics and things like that are stuff you just, I don't feel like, nobody's ever going to completely agree on stuff, so it's better just to stay friends. Mom, Mom, don't, Bob, oh my gosh, I can't say that word, because they will nix me. Lord have mercy. Tell them Bob's got to go. Thank you, Miss Jennifer, for getting me sent out. All right, I brought my little paintbrush. So if some does get down in those little holes, you can if you will take your paintbrush and you will wipe some of that, then what will happen is it will absorb into and if some gets around the edges, I'm not that OCD about it. But if I don't want like a big glob of paint. So if you have any globs, pick those up. And sometimes in like your O's and your L's, anywhere there's a curve, that's likely that it'll happen. There's no room for politics and crafting. Amen, Miss Wanda. I'm with you. Sorry, Squish. Oh my gosh, Shanna, it's not funny. Bless him. Poor old Bob. Bless it, bless it, bless it. All right. So, let's hold on to him and get his little leg, the little we decide whether we want to put gold on stuff other than the star? Or did we decide just to leave out for the star? All right, let me look at our little animals. Yeah, I think everybody's looking pretty darn good. Camel there is like washing a kid's face. He don't want his face washed. And sometimes you'll have like a little, that almost look like jute string, y'all. Where is that coming from? I think jute string follows you everywhere you go. Okay, so let's wrap our brush up and we're going to paint our metallic. Can y'all see? Maybe the Coast Guard's hiring civilians. You think they'll come get me for free then if I work for them? That's an idea, girl. I tell Wesley, you got no excuse now. They're my BFFs. They'll come for me. Oh, my. They definitely aren't going to let me fly the plane, though. I can assure you of that. And that would be rightfully so. This is just a makeup sponge. We're going to use it. Pick this top just for you. Did you get your hair jacked up? Looks super cute. Actually, I did not. My girl canceled on me yesterday, so I did not get a haircut. So she canceled, so I got to reschedule. I really didn't feel like I needed a haircut, but I had waited too long to cancel on her. And so in my book, if I'm gonna not go, then I'm gonna give at least a week's notice, 2 if I can. But I had not thought about writing her, so I was gonna go on and just get the back trim a little bit, but when she called and said that she wasn't going to be able to do, well, she wanted to change the time until much later in the day, and I couldn't go then, so I told her I'd just call her and reschedule. So I kind of want the back to grow out just a little bit. Now that looks good. And I'm going to put a little glitter on it too. Let them get him out. Oh, Fatima. Lord have mercy, girl. Fatima gonna be over here faking it. They'll be like, she brushed her teeth before she fell out. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna dry this and then put another coat. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, there's differences in metallic paint. Y'all see how bright this one is? I'm gonna tell you the color of it. This is the Folk Art Inca Gold. There's like 3 or 4 different colors of gold and in the metallics. And this one is my favorite, but I always lose the bottle. Plus, I have very little left in the big bottle, and I've been trying to use it up, so that's the reason I was trying to use it. But I was like, I really want a bright gold for my star. All right, so y'all can tell I'm out of my space. Oh, Be Happy Cottage 1983. Yes, hey girl. And guys, I'm Miss Lindsay's gonna have an event on Saturday, and I don't do too many Saturday events anymore, so the mister's working, so I will be live on Saturday at I think 12. I'll have to look. It's on my calendar, so go look at my calendar. And my calendar's on my Facebook page. I have it pinned to the top, so I got it and the flyer for the event pinned up there. So I'll be live. And I don't have a clue what I'm gonna do yet. Sorry, Lindsay. I'm kind of the fourth quarter figuring it out. But I'm not bored with it before I got started. Okay, did we decide, are we going to do angel wings and trumpets with a little bit of the gold? Even if we just like went around the little edges, what I was thinking is just take this and go like around the edge of the stars, just like that, not putting it on the whole star. And it's just some places will have it and some won't. What do we think? We'll see. All right, let's get some glitter. We still have the front porch paint party. I'm waiting on y'all to get here, Melanie. Not one person has messaged for my address. I told y'all gotta come help. It's too much. While y'all here, we'll paint the kitchen too. See, I will let y'all. I'll let you paint in my kitchen. Isn't that nice of me? Y'all gonna vote me nicest crafter out there, aren't you? Y'all are like, absolutely not. You're the one causing us the most work. You'll set your alarm. Well, I'm live on Thursday too, at 1 o'clock. I know what time that one is. I think Saturday's noon. All right, this is just glitter. We'll put a couple of coats, and this is just the folk art glitter gold. And this isn't glitter that's going to come off and get all over your house. So for all of my people that don't like glitter, it's not going to be. And if you don't like glitter, you don't have to put it on yours. Oh, darn it. I don't even have any water. I went in the dang metallic. But I think the glitter just makes it shine. And see, this is on the wall where my Christmas tree is. So my hope is, this is what, let me explain to y'all how it's going to be. And I'll show y'all pictures once I get it all put up. But y'all know I have a dining room Christmas tree that I put up every year. So far, it's my only one that's made it up. My other one's going up Friday. We're not having date night. We're having date night tomorrow night. And then the tree goes up Friday night. And so I've got my tree in the corner, and the tree's here. There's a wall here and a wall here, and the wall here is where this will go. And if you look straight across the wall from where this picture will be is the foyer, and I've got a huge mirror, and underneath the mirror is my like a little table that has my nativity that I leave out all year. I don't put it up. I leave it out there all year. I love it so much. I don't want to pack it away and only be able to enjoy it 1 month out of a year, so, or two, however long you put it out there. So I leave it all year long. All right, let's try that one. Put one more coat on it. So I think that it's going to be pretty to have it on one wall and then be across from it. And the Christmas tree light shines over there. And I have that angel that I made on top of that tree. The lighted angel. Melanie, see, only the best for y'all. I told y'all, I have the best people on my page of anybody else. And I would not let anybody come in and paint my porch and kitchen but y'all. Oh my word. Oh goodness. All right. Let me look back and see if we said whether we want to do any gold on the angel wings and trumpet. I wish I'd brought some water out here, y'all. We got to pull out the alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, not the drinking variety, the rubbing alcohol to soak our brushes in because we didn't bring any water with us. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Brenda. All right, so let's, I think I'm going to be through with him. So I'm going to put that over there. And let's space our stars out just a little bit. I think I am going to put just a little bit of gold around them. And peel the tape off the back. Word. Let's take this one out. I might not have to move all those stars in no sense. And touching them twice. While I was in Greenville yesterday, y'all, I went to Sam's and a friend was with me. And I showed her how to use the Scan and Go. Do y'all use Scan and Go at Sam's if y'all shop at Sam's? If you don't, it's a game changer. She was so excited. She was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. And you don't have to wait in any kind of line. You just go. After you scan your stuff, you pay for it, and like on the app, and you just roll. So it's wonderful. All right, so I'm not going to put glitter on these. I'm just going to put the gold around the edges. And it's not a lot. You can barely see it, but I think when the light catches it, you'll be able to see it just a little bit. Plus, once it gets the clear claw on it, the clear coat on it, it will You notice I got very little paint on this. Make sure I got everybody just a little bit. We don't want anybody feeling left out. There we go. Alrighty, let's see. Love it. Y'all still hadn't told me about these angels. And you see I'm rolling the tape out from underneath the stars. Most of it's just falling off because it's got paint on them, but I'm rolling. Just using my finger to roll. It's still good. Ah, caught it. All right. One out here. Hold up a minute. I got water, I just didn't have anything to put it in. Look here. I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna make a mess. The newest cup, a styrofoam plate. But I am going to put these brushes down in that and give them a wrenchy wrench. Because, see that one already got a little bit hard. There we go. Alright, let's put just a little bit on them. Yes, on the angels. All right, here goes. We're just going to do a little bit on her wings. If we don't like it, we can paint it white over. And I'm leaving the gold where you can still see some of the white underneath it. There we go. Maybe, okay, yeah, we're gonna do the angels. And what about the hay under baby Jesus? Should we put just a little bit of the gold on that? I'm gonna put it on her body. I think I'm gonna just, we'll see if we don't like it, we will. I'm just gonna do the wings and her little trumpet right now. Yep, baby Jesus. My makeshift water over here. All right, I think that's all we're going to do gold. Do y'all think that's enough on the angels, or should we do the whole wing gold? Hold up. I just got like little lines. Should we do the whole wing? I think it might look better. We're going to put a little more if nothing else. And if we want more white in it, we can come back and put some white in it. And you can still see a little bit of the white through. Somebody holler, put the gold paint down. Here, let go. I'm just doing just a little bit, not even all the way. All right, rinse our brush. Go down. The metallic puts a little coating on there where you can come in and you can put the paint on and then rub it a little bit, and you can still see that, but it's not like a solid line. All right, let's get our board and see what we think. Y'all ready? Here's the good part. I'm going to sit this over here and set all my little daubers down in it so they don't get hard too. I don't think I even use tan. Does Zoe come with you? Sometimes Zoe will come out here. Zoe's not a huge fan of the shop. Zoe loved Emma. You know, Emma was in the shop with me all the time. And Zoe loved Emma, but she did not want to. Emma wanted to like lay near her or sleep near her and stuff, and Zoe didn't want her to lay near her. And so Zoe would stay in. She was a snob. She would stay in the house. She has missed Emma a whole lot. She's looked for every time she comes out here. She walks around. I told Wesley I don't know whether she's looking for Emma's food or if she's looking for Emma, but I think she does miss her. And Zoe had always, she'd never been here without Emma, because Emma was here when we got Zoe, so she'd always known Emma to be here, so she has missed her. Hey, Miss Nancy. All right, let's get our big board. Let me scoot all this stuff over because we got a big board to fit in here. All right, let me grab the big board and we're fixing to lay it out. Let's see. And when you're using like 1/4 inch stuff, I lay it flat. I didn't. I had mine laying over something and my board worked a little bit, but I will tell y'all how to fix that. Take it out into the sunshine and just for 5 minutes, and the sun will bring the sides back up and it'll lay flat for you again. Okay, so this was my thought. When we get to the sky, I'm gonna get your opinion because this is where I was. We gotta leave room for our frame. And I will measure out the center of the board before I put it down. Well, let's do that now so we can get it right. The gold. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, here's Mary over here. And I always lay your pieces out before you glue them. That way you can get your spacing right. I love that font. That is just so pretty. I'm gonna have to go up just a little bit because I gotta leave room for the frame. Don't forget your frame. Okay, so we have a wise man. One camel's going to be up here, and it'll have 2 little circles, and your little circles will be there, and your other camel. One's like one setting uphill from it. I'll turn it around where y'all can see it in a minute. And then we have our little lamb, our little shepherd. Y'all, I don't know where all this jute string stuff's coming. It's just like fuzz. Sheep, a little lay down donkey, our standing up donkey, and then we have the angels. So this is my question. Oh, now get back here, girl. And I got our angel. Their wings are too gold. I don't like that. I'm going to make them lighter. So this is my question. For our star, I'm going to turn it around where it's right to y'all. And try not to collapse it. So, question is, do we put the star here above the stable, or do we put the star here off to the side? What do we think? Center or side? And while y'all deciding that, we're going to lay out some stars. The center. Okay, everybody center. So these come up. We'll put it as close to the top. I'll have to lay the frame on it and see how far the frame, so it'll probably be right about like that. So this little angel baby, she'll come up. She's going to be kind of off like that. Well, we might need more stars. I think I might have too many. Oh, look, I don't know where that came from. All right, so let's go ahead and fix. Hold on a minute. Let's fix our little angel baby wings because I don't like them that gold. They need some more. They need some more white in them. So what do we think so far? It's big, y'all. It's big. The trumpets I'm okay with, but the wings are too gold. Tone down a little bit. Need some more paint. I know there's some. It's over next to a blob, but I can make that work with the paintbrush. All right. So y'all throw up some stars if you love it. No mean faces. Too much off on that one. Put a little water on it, give it a little wipey wipe. As I told y'all, the that's kind of pretty. The metallic paint kind of makes it puts like a coating on it, so you can kind of go over it a little better. All right, is there anything else we need to do to it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. What do we think? And once it gets clear coated, everything will shine a little bit more because I will use probably gloss on it. Just because I want it to be shinier. I'll either use gloss or satin, I don't know, one or the other. All right, let's see, what are y'all saying? Love it, love it. What do you think? Okay, this is the thing. I wasn't sure about the camels. Do y'all like the camels? It needs both camels, I thought, but there's not enough room for both camels. I can go this way a little bit, but you still don't have room for both camels. I can spread them out a little bit, but putting that one up to where that might be a little better. That way they don't look like they're standing on top of each other. What do we think? You love it, love it. Hey, Miss Miriam. Oh, holy night. It's not even, I know that, but it will be before I glue it all down. Because I'm not going to sit at the table like this. Thank you, Miss Doris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all. So, do we like the camels stacked? But I don't think it'll look right with just one camel. Because we have 3 wise men. And 2 of them jokers, I'm not calling them jokers, 2 of those guys didn't come rolling in on the same camel. I'm sorry. So, we need 3 camels, but I could probably throw one to make them 2, but I think I kind of like that stack. You love them the way they are? Okay. I kind of like them like that too. And just stack them. And do you think it's too many stars? Is it too many? Should we take some away? I'm almost thinking too many. Or is that the right amount of stars, do you think? And we can move this thing. You could do the same thing to the donkeys. It gives that the dimension. Well, hold on a minute. Let's see. We'll use some stars to lift him up because I don't have any more circles over here. But see, the only problem with doing that is, yeah, that don't look bad. The only problem, I don't want to get it too, I don't want this side, I don't want to have to move everything this way because then my barn is not, the stable's not in the center. So that's the only thing that I have reservations about that. Y'all, I'm so excited to get this hung up. Let me show you the frame. These are going to have to come down a little bit though. The frame is not the most beautiful thing in the world, but y'all, I told y'all, we was poor. We still not rich, but we was real poor when we built our house. So, all right. And I took it apart, so it's got wires. I didn't take the wire completely off of it that hangs it. So it's just a wood frame. So that's what it'll look like framed. What do we think? I kind of love it, y'all. I'm so happy I did the Nativity. And our words need to go over a little bit. But I'll measure on the sides because I don't want it to be all off balance. Alrighty. Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I'm sorry I didn't come on yesterday, but thank y'all for hanging out with me. Like I say, it looks good with the frame. I think it does. Like I say, the frame's not the most expensive thing. It'd be really pretty to make a frame, just like out of the cut wood boards to go on it, but I think it works. But if you go to Goodwill, guys, you can find these big, I'm going to show y'all the picture. It's so ugly, y'all. But it served its purpose. Here is the picture that was in this thing, and I just chopped it out. I told Wesley, what was I thinking? He says, you wanted to cover a wall. I said, well, it did its thing then, so I'm not upset. Plus, I got a decent frame out of it, so I'm good. Thank you, Miss Wanda. Thank you, Roxanne, and Shanna, and Bonnie, and Robin. I love the color. Like I say, it'll brighten it up a little bit once I get it clear coated, so I'm excited. All right, well, y'all guess what I'm fixing to do? Fixing to go outside and do some spraying so we can get it. I love the hay with baby Jesus. I don't know if y'all can see that. I love that I toned down the angel wings. I don't think there's anything I dislike about it, except for I have to come this way with this a little bit, because I want about the same size on each side. And I might put it in the frame and then put everything down. That probably will be a win too. So, all right, guys, I am going to let y'all go and get on with your day. I appreciate y'all spending for the last hour and 50 minutes with me. It always means the world to me that y'all come and spend time with me. I love y'all bunches. I hope y'all know how much. And I will be live today. I'll be live. Today's Wednesday. I'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And go look at my calendar that I got posted. It's pinned to my page, and it'll tell you what time I'm live Saturday. I think it's noon. So y'all will have to come in and see me noon. So, hey, Miss Karen, how are you? And if anybody is watching that is not already following me at White's Creative Designs, what y'all waiting on? Come on, y'all. Come on and hang out with us. We have too much fun. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Y'all have a great day. See you tomorrow. All right, I gotta find the finish button.